are you? Oh, she's muted. Hold on, let me unmute you. Can you?
Hi.
There you are. Okay, good. Hey, shockingly, I know we're a little bit late. Technology gets us again. Always, always. First of all, I hate the countdown music because it's like it should be exciting and it wants to put me to sleep, but it is Giving Tuesday. Um, we as an organization, and especially the board, had talked about Giving Tuesdays in the past, and we are the kind of organization that really like pushes, and rightfully so, right? We want to help more people, but um, this year we have seen people struggle, and we have helped so many people. I have not added the numbers yet for our pet pantry, but I will tell you. We have $20,000 in donations to give out to people. That equals food, pet supplies, things they need for their pets. And a lot of that has been given out. I want to give you one big round number, and I will later today. I just have to equate it all. But because of that, and because of the world right now, we have decided to scale back Giving Tuesday. Now, what does that mean? It means that I woke up after a night of tossing and turning and worried about if we effed up and made the wrong decision. So a bunch of donations, and here I go. I'm going to cry. People still show up without us pushing. And I think it says a lot about our supporters. It says a lot about the people that Laura helps every day. They pay it forward, and we see it time and again. And it doesn't always mean a monetary donation. It means sharing our posts, commenting, saying thank you, doing one of the little signs about what Rue means to you and what Giving Tuesday means. So thank you, because I always know when we have the board and staff support that it's fine. But I always second guess things because that's how I am. I'm just built that way. But Laura every day sees, the medical applications that come in, and this is hard work. It's really, really hard. And I think for us, Giving Tuesday, yes, do we want you to try to give? Of course we do. And here's the little banner just in case you want to give. But don't, again, if you give what you can. But we also want to show you where your donations go. I think for us, helping people is happening every single day. And, we're not always posting about it. We're not always asking people for pictures, but a lot is happening in the background that you just don't see. So what I love about Giving Tuesday is we get to show everybody, the people that we help, in almost like a larger scale. Like, yes, will we be live this evening? Laura will be on the road with Ricky. I'll be here buckled down to share some things. But it is about showing everybody what we do and getting almost like a little behind the scenes with it. Anyway, this is a huge intro, but it's the first time really that you're seeing me live today and Laura live today. So I just wanted to say thank you, because every time I look at my email, like there's more donations, and I think it just says a lot. I think a lot of people stand by our decision to not push, but the biggest thing is to show everybody, the people and the animals that you're helping, which I think is important. So I wanted to also thank Laura for all the work she does every day, because it's not easy, Laura.
It is not easy. You're right, but it's always been close to my heart. I've been there personally with my own animals that have had cancer, and I know what an impact our organization makes. So it's a hard job, emotionally tolling, but you get so much like good feels and love in your heart too when you see what we can do. And we couldn't do it without our supporters. So again, just whether it's a share, and no donation is too small. That's, I think, where a lot of people, where they think, oh, I can't give that much, it's not going to make a difference. It always makes a difference. Every $5, whatever it may be, every share always makes a difference. If all of our supporters donated just $5, holy smokes, it would be golden. So
So true.
everything, shares everything, it all matters.
Yeah, it really does. And that's too a thing that we hear a lot is, I only could do $10. Only. Like we appreciate every penny. We know they're not making pennies anymore, but we appreciate every single penny. If you're watching on your computer, you're streaming, you see the little QR code up in your upper left. I think it's in your upper left if you're watching. You can scan that. It goes right to our Giving Tuesday campaign. So that's how we kind of track everything. Obviously, we'll be taking everything from Venmo. So anything that anybody donates on Facebook or any kind of social media, we'll add that. It's one big round number at the end as well. Speaking of also people not wanting help or like, saying somebody else would need this, rescue people are known for this. Like, hey, Sarah, I don't want to take away from other people. JJ works for Midwest Rescue in Illinois and is just amazing with everything she does. We met her a few years ago. We've been supporting them and their animals for many years. But welcome, Julie. Hello.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm not so sure about Violet, but here we are. She's doing her best.
Yeah, so Laura brought this application to my attention, and we have actually a fund called Maggie's Friends that named after one of our board members, Brandy's cat who passed away. And honestly, like we don't help a ton of cats, so we have gotten a lot more cat applicants. 90% is dogs, I would say. But Laura, can you kind of tell us, why this stood out to you?
Well, because it's Julie. we we've helped some of the Midwest rescue animals, and when I saw it was her personal pet, that stood out to me because anyone who knows rescue, has ever worked in rescue, volunteered in rescue, whether it's been a friend, a family member, yourself, it's thankless hours. I mean, just hours upon hours of work, almost like a 24/7 job. And rescue workers, make work, do everything they can to get animals into a happy and loving home, and wash, rinse, repeat. It's nonstop. Rescue never stops. So we appreciate our rescue workers. And when I saw it was her own pet, I definitely wanted to have us step up and use Maggie's Fund to help out with Violet.
Yeah, so JJ, kind of tell us what's going on and where we are. I know that you've done some things already. You've had a bunch of testing done. And I know Laura has kind of helped you too through this process, just with some medical questions that you've had.
Yeah. So, first of all, I have to tell you, I am so grateful. And what you said is right on, is much more comfortable for me to offer help than to ask for help. That has been like way out of my comfort zone. But in this case, it's been quite a year in terms of vet expenses. And Violet was diagnosed with mammary cancer a little over a month ago. And it followed on the heels of me losing my dog to cancer 3 weeks earlier, unexpectedly. And I lost him the same day I found out he had cancer. He had a tumor in his heart that ruptured. I couldn't help him. There was nothing to be done. But with Violet, it's different. She can potentially be saved or at least have her life extended. But it's costly. So far we had the original mass removed. That's how we learned it was cancer. And she had one mammary chain removed 2 weeks ago. She gets her stitches out on Thursday. They only do one at a time. And Laura's been very helpful in educating me on this because this is my first experience with this form of cancer. And then we'll have the other one done separately after she's healed. So it's quite an ordeal.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I just keep watching her like look at you. She's so sweet. I removed that banner just so we could see her. Oh, look at her.
She's so pretty.
Thank you. She's kind of ticked off. I think you can kind of see that she's not happy at the moment, but like I have her in a death grip here, but she's staying. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh. So yeah, so I think we have some good news. So Laura, if you want to tell Julie what's going on.
Well, we added up your totals, what you spent to get the initial testing, the initial biopsy, and the whole mammary chain. We're going to cover all of that over. I don't have the totals right here in front of me, Sarah might, but over $3,000.
oh, thank you so much.
And we've got you. We know that you have the oncology consult coming up with Dr. Markham
Yes.
on Tuesday next week. And we'll cover that consult
Thank you.
and
I'm so grateful.
the upcoming surgery. Everything.
Thank you. It's you guys are amazing. She's thanking you too in her own growly way.
You can let her go.
Yeah. Here, buddy.
Oh.
That is incredible. It's such a game changer, and you know it. I know you hear from grateful people all the time, but it really is life changing.
You're welcome. We're happy to help for
Yeah.
sure. Especially a cat. Like I know Brandy, if she's watching, and I'm sure she'll see this, she'll be so happy that one of the first animals we helped today was a cat. So
Oh, that's wonderful. And I didn't even know about Maggie's Fund, but what a cool thing.
yeah, just for cats, it's really special. Julie, keep us posted. Laura will be in touch. We'll make sure you get all of that money and get the funds paid for. Yes. And if she needs anything in the future, let us know. Obviously, so difficult to lose a dog to cancer, but then to have the cat diagnosed is that's like pretty soul crushing.
Yes, it's been a strange period. It's almost surreal. But thank you.
You're so welcome. Have a
You're
great
welcome.
day.
You guys too. Thank you again.
Bye.
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 Oh, that's good. That's a feel good there. Thank you, Laura, for joining me. I appreciate it. So let's chat a little bit about what's coming up later. We can tease it. So Laura is going to be just Laura in the city tonight. Laura and Ricky. Oh boy, that's going to be
Laura and Ricky in the city. That could be.
That seems like
that
trouble.
could be a new reality series.
Yeah. So they have some surprises planned. We actually have some breaking news tonight, which I'm so excited to announce this because it's been in the works for a few months. It has to do with our 10-year anniversary, which is in February. So it was 10 years ago that Rue passed away in October, but then in starting in February when we were official 501c3, that's 10 years. So we have a ton planned. I see all your comments. Thank you everybody for the comments, mostly YouTube, which I love. We have people watching on YouTube. Great audience over there. So we will have that. We're also going to update on some people that we have donated to in this past year. Some of these animals are still alive and doing great. So I really want to show people like where their donations went when we surprised people earlier in the year. There's a research beagle named Webster that we helped in August who has some more things coming up. So we're going to try to raise some funds for them. There's also some memories that we're going to relive, which is like really hard sometimes, but also like some of the best. I mean, thinking back to like the prom this year with To Be a Titan starting, and then we're actually going to help somebody that has a service dog, Sully. So there's a lot going on when we're prime time, which will be starting around 5 tonight, possibly a little bit later, but Ricky and Laura will be checking in around 5:30 with Amanda, and then have some other surprises too. But thank you again. I mean, it's amazing. Today's just incredible. already. So I can't even imagine how it's going to be later. Also, thank you to everybody that has been submitting these signs that we have put on our social media. These are amazing. I think these are just awesome because people can kind of tell us, things without having to come on camera, and it makes for cool little social media posts. This one is like kind of heartbreaking. This is our friend Dina, who has lost now 4 dogs to cancer, which is just breaks my heart. All of these dogs, Banks and Dolly, sorry, 2 of the dogs, I've had like a part in rescuing them. I mean, you can see my picture with Dolly. She's found in a junkyard, kids throwing stones at her. She ended up being a safe, humane dog, but she lived a great life. And Dina, is a longtime supporter of Live Like Rue. I've known her, since Dolly days. Banks, I transported out of animal control. And then Snooky and Tangy, I didn't know as well. But just really sad to lose 4 dogs to cancer. And we have really helped, with all of them. But if you see these signs, which we can send you on social media, this is my dog Einstein, does not have cancer, but is a firecracker. But he is old, and every day with him is meaningful. My husband might disagree with that, but and same with Mabel. I had posed with Mabel and the Rue sign, because she is. Mabel's from a hoarding house, and Laura has actually a foster now from a hoarding house. The same Animal Rescue Corps group pulled her out of a hoarding house. So, really important for those dogs to live every day like it's their last. And I love these signs because, I think, Laura, you and I, we get just stuck in this tunnel of okay, how much funds do we have? Who can we help today? When can we help this person? Can we call this into the vet? And you sometimes you just don't realize how many lives you're affecting at one time. It's going to make me cry again. I try not to cry early on, but it's hard. It's really hard. But yeah, thank you, Laura, for joining me now. I think, Julie will be happy with that. And it's so great to help a cat early on. Again, Giving Tuesday, for those of you that don't know, it's a national day of giving. So if there's a cause that touches your heart, please, support them if you can. It doesn't have to be Live Like Rue. The one thing I will say, it's really, really important to support grassroots organizations in your community, especially right now. Do these bigger organizations that have huge marketing budgets and huge marketing teams and huge social teams, do they deserve donations? Yes. But I'm telling you right now, you will make a much bigger impact if you donate to the nonprofits in your community, because they need you right now. And the people that need them right now very badly. So that's my best piece of advice. I will tell you, we got a new donor a few years ago that looked at me and he said, Sarah, I can see where every single one of my dollars goes, and I appreciate it so much. You're not going to get that with the big, huge corporations, even though they have a staff of thousands. So please, if you can, look in your communities. It can be a food pantry. It can be a pet pantry. It can be somebody that saves trees. It can be Live Like Rue Foundation. But please look at these smaller organizations. We have to keep them going, especially now. We really need to keep these organizations going because people need them. So that's my TED Talk for the day. I'm sorry you had to sit through that. But Laura, thank you again for all you do. I'm excited to check in with you and Ricky tonight, and we'll have some really nice surprises tonight, which I'm so excited about.
Can't wait.
Yes. All right, everybody. We will see you later. Sweet Violet. It was nice to meet you on camera. She's so cute. I'm not a cat person, but I do know somebody, Dawn from Lulu's Locker, taught me when their pupils are big, look out. And I learned that from Dawn. And now when I look at my clients' cats, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm not going to mess with that cat right now. The pupils are very large.
And cats don't wag their tails like dogs. If their tail is swishing, that's not wagging.
That's trouble.
That's trouble.
I love it. All right, everybody. We'll see you in prime time around 5 p.m. Central tonight. Bye.